This is neutral command to independent and op4. Just sound off one more time. I'll give you the briefing.
Ready? Ready.
Solid copy. Here is your objective. As I speak, I will be setting up the exact AO areas, but standard rules apply. Actually, disregard. There's going to be no helicopters here. AO circle will be established in a moment, but the objective marker marks the location of a massive prototyped call sign Project 6. That is not your objective. Your main objective will fall within a smaller red circle within the AO that will be made of dots. This circle will comprise of two different types of transport trucks: Ural transport trucks and truck transport trucks. We don't know where they are specifically, however, we do believe they're being stored in some sort of storage area, possibly 2 to 3 different locations. Take a breath. These trucks contain the fuel that is needed to power Project 6. However, since it's still in prototype, the fuel is in short supply. Your contract is going to be to get into this AO and steal as much of the fuel as you can. Urals will contain 2 canisters of the fuel, or 2 bundles, I should say, and the trucks will contain 1. However, the Urals are going to be more difficult to grab, as they will be closer to the center of the city, and therefore more heavily armed. The team that brings the most fuel trucks to their side of the AO at the end of an hour and 30 minutes wins the operation, unless one team gets significantly more of the fuel trucks outside of the AO than the other. Each faction has been given 6 SUVs, an armored SUV, and a BTR-80 to accomplish this task. Once you run out of vehicles, you may push out on foot. However, keep in mind you can only engage each other if you are in the circle. Enemy forces will consist of a group called the Kurdish Armed Forces. They are mainly Middle Eastern units Middle Eastern looking units that have red berets on. They are hostile to both factions. Enemy reinforcements for these units will consist of US Desert. Any questions?
Are we expecting the enemy to have any tanks?
Enemy will consist of mainly technicals to light armor. However, heavy reinforcements may bring on tanks and possibly enemy helicopters later in the mission.
Copy.
Any other questions?
Nothing from us, Paul. Nothing from independent.
Solid. The time is now 3:13. Due to the proximity of both bases, I will only allow 10 minutes to get drone recon out there, and I will quickly put down the dotted lines necessary. After 10 minutes, I will radio you guys confirming that mission is a go. So there's a few things I need to do. 100 should do the trick. And then any units that might have just disappeared on that. Add units. Cool. And that's just so we don't see those annoying markers. I'm going to put this down. Excuse me. PvP zone. Alright, so thank you for the bits. We're going to take a break from nukes, but the circle's going to be like this. So I will re-chat in a second. Sorry, I just like to do those interactive briefings. And let's see, let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Daft Cube, welcome. I will include that. This is High Command, Sun Traffic.
Just checking the
Solid. And then the internal dotted circle. Something like that. So what I'll do is I'll also put down 2 of those Vics in this facility right here and add another Kurdish garrison. So what I need is a weapon squad.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Garrison, gingerbread guy, welcome. I will then put down another weapons team. To go around, and let me show you how I'm spawning in these Vics, which they're pretty simple compositions here. Just 2 different variants of truck. We have the Euro, which we have 2 of these storage fuel, or storage barrel, excuse me. That's the exact syntax. It's a storage barrel, and then we just have them attached to the back to make it look legitimate. But, yeah, you know, whoever takes the most canisters wins. I will BRB. I'm going to just quickly use the bathroom. Then Cheeky Coconut. Oh, you missed the brief, and I'll give it to you again in a second.
User joined your channel.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Alright. Sorry about that. Just, you know, 8-hour shift, then like 5 hours of sleep, and then just waking up barely in time to do this. Let's make sure. A little late to do my final check, but yep, everything's good. Oh, I stand corrected. My music actually just died. That's weird. Alright, otherwise we're good there. We're good here. Good. Let's get this thing going. So, right now, this mission is really in 2 parts. Number 1, I'm showcasing Project 6. I am making some progress. I have the rotors attached correctly. However, it's still being a complete pain in the ass. But we'll get her done by about, I'd say, 2 weeks' time if I keep working on and off for it. Second, the mission objective, to answer the questions, is to simply capture as many of these trucks as they can and then bring it back to their side of the AO. Let's see. This distance is a bit biased. I'm actually going to increase the circle right here. It's probably not going to matter in the end if they get it to like their half of the city, but still, like, you never know. It could be a potential for like an outflank. So what I actually want to do is something like this. Can we like drag you around, and then I need 2 more dots. You know, I try to keep it as even as I can, but because we have to circle this around to get to that facility. So what they could do, you know, just take those side roads and immediately bugger off. But otherwise, they've got their drone up, and she's really fucking high. Independent do not have a drone up, but Let's see how they're organizing. They vetoed, up for vetoed all choppers, which I thought was interesting. But looks like they're just going to go in guns blazing with both of their weaponized assets. Not a bad way to start the op, but making a lot of noise in the beginning, if you just go in guns blazing, is going to attract a lot of attention. So, regardless, the last thing I wanted to do... no, I'll just keep it as infantry. I will add one little, static thing right here, though. And move you a bit off the corner, you weirdo. Static. First off, yes, I did want to make this into a mortar position. Just to add some harassment. So that'll be moved over here. And then a Dushka. You know, creating your fatal funnels and doing your checkpoints. If you guys were chilling with me last night as we made the fatal funnel for that crazy objective we're going to do, then you would know what the fuck we're going to be doing later. So let's try to find a good reinforcement route. It's a bit tough because the major road goes right next to the independent base. Excuse me. So we're kind of stuck utilizing the northern areas. So we're going to have to do 2 reinforcements. Reinforcement positions specifically. Here's what I'm thinking. Or to keep it balanced, we'll be sending in reinforcements at the same time. So let's create Alpha LZ within the AO, a Bravo LZ within the AO. That's for land vehicles. And then Charlie, it'll be a little bit leaning independent, but it's right next to the damn thing. This soccer field, I think that will be fine. So, and then the rally point we'll put like right here for the units to go, right in between the 2 main areas next to the side. I think that should be okay. So let's do a quick test. We'll utilize this bridge, see if we can get some, that's the wrong type of point there. Said it's a BLUEFOR. We can put down some Afghani army and police, because I'm pretty sure the Kurdish don't have anything. We still got a minute before I give them the go-ahead. We have a tab for Nimitz objects for the fucking faction. Fuck's sake, alright. MI cargo, it'll land at Charlie. Support team, yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me,
You ready
Jesus.
to go, command?
Alright, that's good. Independent and Op 4, are you both ready?
Independent's ready.
Op 4, you good?
We're finishing a record.
Solid copy. The time is 3:23. Be advised to both factions, you are cleared to start pushing into the AO at this time. Good luck, have fun, and don't die too hard. Here, I've got a really crazy, stupid idea. Just to make this enticing, just to see what happens. It's leaning, it's kind of out there on its own, but this would still be a good fucking thing. We'll use the black variant, the BM1, because this one can only walk. But let me like triple garrison this base.
User joined your channel.
Alright. Chopper is trying to land in that LZ. Having a bit of trouble, but it looks like she's going to be able to do it. And touchdown. There they go. Just a reinforcement squad. I'll put them on a random patrol.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
But to, that boy, Aaron. Nice. Welcome to the Zeus interface. Just as a static, I'm gonna need an Abram.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
We all know why. We're going to probably need this, Abram. And Coruscant, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the app. She's going to be well defended, but, you know, if you can get away with it, you can get away with it. It's also possible to just vault over this wall and steal it, but again, it's up to if someone is checking recon actively, because I put this after the recon phase. That is a nice treat to take. Excuse me. We'll see if they can do it. Wise, looking into the AO, it looks like they actually put everyone in the BTR. And now they're just going to move up with this. They also have the side hatch open, both side hatches open. That might not be good. Because if they take fire, they might expose their comrades. Meanwhile, weapons truck is moving up in this direction. I don't know, that's gonna really, like, spew the camos nest, but I think he's actually gonna go around completely on this side. Got another SUV coming in, and anti-static, the sniper, is going to establish herself on this middle hill. That's why I included it, because I knew they'd probably be deploying units up here. Otherwise, I left that pretty unmolested for recon to go in, and other snipers to get some nice counter-sniping action. So it looks like they're going to push in right here. They might see the mech. Huh, they went in a route I actually didn't expect them to go. I expect them kind of underhook this. Meanwhile, Gavilar looks like they're all going straight to the hill here. Looks like Jar, I think they missed their turn. I knew it. They were going to take a right.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
The ammunition, welcome. It looks like they got one unit out. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I completely missed that. So I'm gonna quickly... Well, let me G-key it. Alright, cool. Trying to shrink her down, but she won't let me. So I'd have to remote my actual player here. I can actually defend this one personally. The only issue is I will see them coming.
User joined your channel.
So let me get in this puppy. There we go. Put her in cargo mode. The airship makes me feel unsafe.
User joined your channel.
Trust, they don't know that it's all empty. But, this is high command to both factions. Be advised, the airship is purely for aesthetic/show-off purposes. The simulation from a metagame perspective is completely disabled. Don't freak out over it too much.
Hopefully that much team was shitting himself.
Yeah, I wouldn't give them a giant freaking airship to assault. That's just to show off Project 6. Again, op is very simple. They're finding both Urals and trucks to take the fuel from. I just realized I never fixed the Nightbot mission command for today, so I'll probably just keep, you know, repeating myself. So Schultz, he's got a frickin' javelin, and he's gonna probably set up on this back hill. The only issue is that's not in the engagement zone. So, this is high command to all squads. Be advised, just a reminder, engagement of enemy players and preferably enemy AI can only happen within the blue dotted zone. Be advised. Because I don't want him to, like, go on that hill and start providing overwatch, because that's outside of the AO. Regardless, Green 4 is... They're doing a mechanized push here. doesn't help that the frickin' insides are open on her. A lucky RPG hit could easily decrew these guys. And you're driving with a closed window. That's actually pretty elite. Jam out, thank you for the follow, but that's the only thing I'm a little worried about here. But otherwise, they're going to keep pushing in. Auntie crawling up from the back of the defilade. That's good. NC, NSC4, thank you for the follow. But yeah, she's now definitely in the engagement zone. She could set up and easily harass the Green 4 troops. Meanwhile, Op 4 are still setting up over here. I love it how they've picked the independent side as well. So they'll probably deploy around here and push in, possibly meeting the independent units head on. Have a few late joiners as well. Deadwalker, it looks like he has picked... Interesting. So he has another javelin and a carry-all. So they're going completely... They're just trying to completely lock down this AO at the moment. With javelins to prevent any forces from assaulting directly. That should be interesting. Also, I do look like a Kurd because I have their fucking red beret on. That's nice, but this is my puppy. And I'm going to defend it till I die. Unit just glitched out right there. But here, they're going to use this tree line to push up. Very smart. They're going to bring their vehicle with them. Again, also very smart. I guess W is going to be the driver and the gunner for this thing, because I don't see an assigned gunner towards it. But they're going to use this forest area to push up and probably take these two vehicles unmolested. However, unless Auntie, Schultz, and Deadwalker are going to provide some additional resistance, I actually expect this mechanized team to have no issues. Looks like they did finally shut the door on the left side, keeping the right door open. But this team, they'll have a little bit of light engagement to go off of, but otherwise nothing really that bad. Let's go into our global settings real quick and set our normal 75, 75, 35, and we'll keep 50 in this lighting. That should be okay.
User left your channel.
But from there, we'll do what we can here.
Your channel.
Looks like Deadgull is the point man here. Just reconning things around. But that piece of armor is also gonna potentially aggro these troops, but they actually don't seem aggroed, so that's good for now. That's good for now. Op 4 are entering the AO. Starting to cross in. Schultz, he sees this compound. But I'm not gonna let it. If he tries... Here's the deal. You need an entire force to be able to come here and pick this puppy up. The thing is, here's the advantage here. Op 4 have a bigger road distance to travel into the AO. Independent have a more direct line. That's why I actually like this compound, because distance-wise from road to road, it's actually pretty equal. So, again, my counter here is I will PvP them personally, but I've only got a fucking pistol. Freaking M9 Beretta. But size doesn't matter. It's how you fucking use it. So I can see that car. I can see some slight infantry moving in the distance. This guy's just given a new waypoint. They are unaware of these guys pushing up. So both teams are about to break contact. This team is probably going to provoke this group on the left. Heard a shot. And forces are now engaging Op 4. Op 4 were pretty spaced up right there. I think a few ranging shots were given, some suppressive fire, and it downed a few people. W01 actually got shot through the bulletproof glass. Yeah, these guys are in a tough position. There is a lack of cover here. They're doing their best. So there needs to be, I would say there needs to be some suppressive fire from that damn frickin' Vic coming down. But otherwise, I'd say Independent have the advantage, because right now, they haven't broken contact. But they hear those gunshots, so they know the direction of where the enemies are at this time. Meanwhile, Op 4 also closer to the reinforcement areas that we've given. I can always set up more, but that's going to also put... There's a suppressive fire going. But that noise is definitely going to tip off the independent to tell them what's going on. Thumping T, welcome. So she's going to put fire down range. Oh, was that a Tiggy? Alright, so this AA is going to possibly engage back, because that was some fire coming from the ZU autocannon. That could potentially be an issue. Yep. So it's firing back. I love the coordination between the AI and the players. Players, they got a busted wheel in the back. That autocannon suppressing to the north, probably following orders from these AI. Let's see, we got a man down. He's being brought over. I like that Op 4 keeping up with each other. Windows are completely fucked. And these guys are down to that TU cannon. She ain't letting up. Vehicle still repairable. Bonner wakes back up. He's suppressing back. He's actually decrewed that M2 and that suppressive fire. But this Zeus cannon is not going to let up. It's seen those tracer rounds and it is spraying back. Saw a bit of tracers coming out. That might have been against Cholt or something up here. Doesn't look like these guys are necessarily aggro. This truck can take a lot of punishment. He's talking. He's trying to coordinate where exactly that fire is coming from. But I've got two well-devised. This was meant to be an AA position if they brought helicopters. But it looks like that ZU, it's able to get an exact fire line on the driver, but the gunner's a bit more armored here. He's definitely damaged, though. You can see some of the freaking wounds on him. What the fuck? That sounded like a rocket. Huh. Normally cars don't do that. Normally they give black smoke, but they don't explode. That... Was that a rocket, or was it just... Did it just take way too much damage? Will I be using AI air? Yes, I will actually spawn in another reinforcement squad times now, but I'm actually a bit confused what caused that to cook off. Maybe it was the continuous suppressive fire, but I actually have no idea. Zam, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Let's get another Afghani unit, and Scotty, thank you. Same thing, we'll have it land at Charlie, and then RTB, just another support squad of 5. Keep it light. So that... This thing was completely engaged by the BTR already. Otherwise, these guys are moving in on their objective. We're going to spawn in a wave of reinforcements. I'm going to try to focus on Vics that are anti-vehicle. So let's go with... Alright, these guys don't have any. I'm going to have to look at USD. I'm looking for something very specific. Let's look at MRAPs.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Alpha. There she is, yep. And then Bravos. So I missed that follow, but thank you. And those will help counter that BTR. Being armored Vics of their own. Cholt is definitely scoping this place out. He is trying to get this mech. He does have a Javelin, so he does have capability to engage the Abram, but I literally have a big fucking faction here. So these guys are going to be aware. Otherwise... Ah, shit! think Independent just got, that sounded like either an RPG or an AT-4. And they just took out the damn reinforcement chopper. Well, that is good that we're bringing in these reinforcements now. Shit, cars are going to the north. They're going to run right into the, Oh, fuck. So they got the 2 Vics. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is going to be bad. Here's the V. Ooh, shit. So, Nafs is able to get away, but the Ural is much slower. And they're going to be right on the road. He immediately ducks right. Oh, man. That is not good. Now, the infantry are running back. Let's hope they don't provoke them, but surgically, OP4, definitely, they got the furthest objective. They were able to get the Vic, and they were able to secure it in time. That's good. That's good. Okay, that was a bit tense, but I think the player base were able to get out of there. And the other Vic, it deployed a single it deployed a small squad, and we're going to now have them come up and reinforce these areas. I set them to RTB, but I think we're going to try to bring them back into the AO if we can. Chult was killed. I think he was shot, but I don't know from what specifically. And now we have this other BRDM we're going to have head in. Where did the other one go? What the hell? We had another one, right? Did it just magically disappear? The fuck? Okay, well, I'm going to do a quick recopy and paste, because it's not supposed to magically disappear.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
We're going to send them to defend the most heavily fortified location. Samantha, thanks for the follow. And, yep, so it looks like OP4 are bringing their own BTR in now. They're going to assault from the north. That's cool. That is so weird that that thing just magically disappeared, but whatever, we'll go with it. And looks like Bon has bled out right there. So, all in all, we're doing okay. We've got these reinforcements coming back down. But we're just going to try to form some defensive perimeters around what we got. Christopher's down from some auto riflemen right here. We're trying to get these Vics up to do reinforcement. Looks like they're both going to get in at relatively the same time. Where is he going to take his right turn? Are they going to both rely on that road? So I'm going to have you actually pull up over here, trying to coordinate with these units, because these guys are going up pretty well unchallenged here. That's how well they are doing within this AO. I'm also thinking, let's get some MRAP reinforcement squads coming in. Deadwalker bleeds out, so let's get an M1232, have it sent to LZ Alpha, not a company HQ. Let's get a full-blown squad going. And now we'll start to get NATO reinforcements coming in. So Alpha, and then 1 to Bravo. It just takes a moment to load. Usually clicking on the interface helps. USA, frickin' Bravo, there we go. And now we'll have MRAPs go in, drop off units, and RTB. Exactly what we want here. Jeez. So this BRDM just team killed, cooked off 2 vehicles, actually cooked off the BTR. Guys, never drive your vehicles next to vehicles that are able to be cooked off. This is the worst case scenario. Oh my god, they just lost their asset because they drove it right next to 2 trucks. This, Vic, it's a freaking, like, little, it's technically a BRDM, but it destroyed these 2 Vics with the grenade launcher, and the cook-off of that actually destroyed the BTR and caused it to cook off. That is extremely unfortunate. And now a lot of their team is down from the grenade launcher of this Vic. So I'm actually going to No, they're trying to get an outflank there. They got an RPG-28. He's not clearing his backblast because Tech is right behind him. See, now Tech's wounded. That was a failure to clear backblast. But they got a rocket on her and she's cooking off. So they'll now be able to do medical on their own guys. It's only basic. They'll be able to pop them back up. But that is heavily unfortunate there. Looks like this MRAP actually saw the BTR and is driving the other way. Gun is not alerted. They do only have first person, but it looks like this this freaking MRAP, he's gonna stay off the side for a bit, let them pass. And he's also gonna come over to pick up some of his troops to bring them into the AO. So we'll start getting into the actual PvP aspect. Dead Gull, I saw him get killed early. I have no idea what downed him specifically. Otherwise, this is now starting to form into a really big mess. Independent still have a chance. If they have a medic, which I think Barty is the medic here, they're working on bandaging their guys and bringing them back up. They could get up a significant portion of their troops. This BDRM here, though, it is aggroed on its own. I have no idea where it's going. She's swinging around. She's just driving out of the AO.
On the way.
Let's see if I give her a movement order. Will she come back? Maybe she's falling back because US decided to pull units out. Okay, also, I don't mean to be rude. I've noticed that Bloodlust has been glitching this, but I don't think C-spans can be medics. So I'm actually going to kill C-spans off because there's no way in hell a freaking pile of red goo can be medics right there. Otherwise, yep, they're starting to get people up. Raptor might have just crashed. Kristoff went down. Yeah, exactly. They're driving back. Very well gets back. We're hearing some heavy ordnance now. I have no idea where that's from.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Otherwise, they have any idea there's a freaking MRAP right here? Are we within the engagement zone? We're not, so I'm not going to have the MRAP dismount. I think they're just going to ignore it, let it push in. Good guy AI, not dismounting to ambush the player base right here. These guys are burning valuable time. They could be using this time to push into the AO and take the rest of it.
User left your channel.
Looks like the BDRM swung around, actually got Gavalor, and Christopher's bled out. Leander. Where is that heavy ordnance coming from? It has to be part of the cook-off. But yeah, Op 4 are pretty badly crippled, but they do have SUVs to go in. Looks like, I did say for this op, they can actually run into reinsert if they so choose. But Independent are probably going to grab an SUV with the guys that are downed right here. Possibly even bring in their technical here. Independent are down a technical. Op 4 are down their armed SUV. It's honestly debatable which one's better. Because that SUV can wreck pretty much anything. Has one of those anti-everything chain guns on top, but the BTR is pretty heavily armored. It's just very unfortunate that this happened. But that is a good reminder to the player base. But so far, if someone wants to remind me about the mistakes that we'll have to talk about at the end of the op, it's A, watch where you put your fucking vehicles, and 2, clear fucking backblast. But Mirowell and Barty are still medics. They're trying to get up Eander, who is a very good player, and then they'll probably work on Techno Geek. Otherwise, I'm hearing some rounds coming in. I've just got no... Oh, I know exactly where they're coming from. I know exactly who's been downing these players. We all know her as one of the best snipers out there. It's motherfucking Auntie. She's found an incredible advantage point. All of the noise and the smoke has completely given away the Independence position. And now she is picking off these players one by one. And they don't even know. They don't even know. But I'm willing to bet that's what's been down an additional few people right here. Gavalor probably was taken out via that BRDM. I was wondering how it got a firing angle on these guys. But no, it's been Auntie putting down sniper fire with a suppressed weapon and taking these guys down. And these guys have no idea. Feel free to check out that multi-watch link that does have Auntie's perspective. She is... Look at that! She just got Raptor right in the head. Completely exposed. I saw the blood splatter. And I'm hearing more shots coming in. These guys, they have to hear those shots. They have to know something's up. There's another shot that just came in. They have to know by now that there is a sniper counter-sniping. Yep, alright, so it looks like Barty is trying to watch. He's looking up on those hills. Takes a hit. They need to back the fuck up, because Auntie, this is her domain. She's got the scope to do this. There's no way in hell they'll be able to engage her. With some of these aim point scopes and RCOs, there's no fucking way. At that range, Auntie reigns supreme. Doing what she's good at. So they're going to be getting behind. Yep, putting cover to their south. I will admit this. This is one of the few times I've seen Auntie in such a crippling position. Sometimes with how these AOs work out and where she sets up shop, she doesn't really get any action. But this is one of those instances where Op4 now have a significant advantage, being both assaulted by AI and pinned down by an enemy sniper. Or the independent are pinned down. Op4 have the significant advantage here. So it looks like they're pretty much going to be able to hit this northern part unmolested. I'm going to call in another chopper. Just heard a rocket go off. Unknown where. Maybe they were aiming it at Auntie. Otherwise, I'm going to keep these other patrols neutral as this force now comes in. No one's watching this corner right here. This guy immediately downs Techno Geek. Now he goes down. Gotta be watching their angles, even if they're taking sniper fire. They just need to wait for Auntie to run out of ammo. But it looks like she is now displacing. Possibly just ran out of ammo there, or took fire. Regardless, that bought Op4 valuable time. Oh, God. Where the hell? That was GNG fire. That might have been from the BRDM, but regardless, they just had a significant... That's a mass Kaz right there. Thanks for the follow, by the way, but... Ay. This isn't good. That entire force is down now. Bit of a lag spike there, too, and we've got infantry that have been pushing in. Auntie managed to get these guys pinned down pretty badly. Huh. Now this BRDM is just waiting. These survivors, it is just Mirwell and Dead Gold. They are stuck between a rock and a hard place here. And that is not good. Gonna delete some of the bodies here. Otherwise, they're gonna try to corner camp and heal themselves as best they can, but they are heavily exposed right here. And nothing's gonna really help. We still got infantry running around. But they need to pull as best of security as they can. Auntie is displacing. She is trying to find a better position. And Op4 are now re-pushing into this AO. So let me get that chopper in. BLUEFOR. So now we're starting to see the casualties on the independent side. Let's get our Afghan troops. LZ Charlie. We want to do aircraft here. And I'm going to spawn in 2 choppers at varying distances. And we're going to do a fire team and then a weapons squad. So hopefully in these intervals that'll let the first chopper land, pick off, and the second chopper will land immediately after. Oh, but they're just bum rushing this AO. Holy crap. I've got nothing to counter. Actually, I do have something to counter. And I think we're going to send her in. You hear her spewing up. I'm gonna go on body deletion duty because I'm starting to notice frames are dying just a little bit. But it shouldn't be that much because there isn't really that much down. So they are looting these fuel trucks as quick as they can. Op4, if they still get to this compound and take what they can, then they'll be okay. But otherwise, tank is now moving down to position. But it just so happens, honestly, the way this AO is designed is this is the hardest objective since it's at the core. Here, let's see if I can catch them with their pants down. Come on, quickly, quickly, come on, load for me, load! Frickin' Mark 19 said it's a Bravo. Probably not with the speed of those Vics. I think I might have gotten one of their tires. But alright, so we disabled one. Otherwise, just trying to balance the reinforcements here. Trying to also, you know, give Independent an ability to now get the jump on that other one. But otherwise, he got annihilated by that Vic, and hopefully you will now resume your patrol course. Oh, I would have taken the chance and freaking nudged that chopper, or at least run these guys over, because I actually don't see any AT on it, but looks like they're just going to immediately pull back here. Dead Goal still alive in this AO. There's the fucking tank. I have no idea where she's going, though. Here's that M113 finally getting to the reinforce of this AO. Now this final objective is going to be much harder. So let's do a head count here. We've got 8 fuel things left in this Vic right there. But how many has OPFOR secured so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's still anyone's game. Independent could easily push in, clear this final warehouse, and grab all 4 Vics and push out. And they have the ability to do so here. So even if I did engage, just in case any of my players yell at me later for doing that, because that was a bit mean, this wouldn't have mattered regardless. So I was just having a bit of fun. You know, provocative. See how they react under specific situations. But there are 8 fuel trucks in here from 4 Urals. So if Independent take them all, they can still win. What do you mean, are those players bugs to the Civ team? These are just casualties from OPFOR as they bum rushed in, took the vehicles, and drove out like crazy. Did someone say oil? Yeah, it's almost kind of like they're both just US factions or PMCs trying to push in. Otherwise, I'm trying to get my reinforcements back up to balance here.
Roger.
I have no idea where my fucking Abrams went. He's just marauding on the AO. I'm going to try to send him in. So that's going to give OPFOR a small, Independent a small timer to work with here, because OPFOR have their pants pulled down. Auntie is also probably providing support information, but Independent are going to bring in the OP asset of the 50, or not the 50, the freaking chain gun SUV. And as we saw, that thing can take a massive amount of punishment. So all Independent really need to do is rush in. And Deadwalker, he has some AT. And he's also in the AO. I'm hearing a heavy sniper rifle go in. That might be Gavalor. Yeah, he's got a T-5000 there. That's an anti-material rifle, Russian variant. And he might be actually focusing on the AA at his angle. He's definitely focusing on something. Oh, he's taking out my frickin'... I'm just gonna hide behind this hill a bit. Just quickly get behind this hill here. What variant specifically? I think it's the Cup variant, so it might just be mentally retarded. But otherwise, these guys quickly killing units that are pushing them, but they need to get into this warehouse and secure stuff ASAP. Because the only threat in here is a Dushka, which isn't even looking in the right fucking direction. Otherwise, we're going to try to sandwich these guys a bit. This is meant to be the hardest objective, but if they can, you know, beat these guys on all sides, then they should be good to go. So we're going to have all forces kind of converge on this. I'm seeing a bit of mass Kaz. Looks like Op4... That was definitely Op4 units. I think it was the guys in this BTR. No, actually I know exactly where. It was dead guys over at this objective. They were being dragged in, but they didn't get it. And then Doctor, who was the last man standing, is now down. Jeez, what is up with the fucking lag? And here. So now they're getting on. They're securing these last 4 vehicles. It's going to be up to Deadwalker with that Javelin to be able to take one of them out. Because if one of them gets taken out, that is an Op4 victory. But this is all going to depend how quickly BLUEFOR can secure this position, get those vehicles out, open all these big gates, and push them out. This door is going to be very hard for them to get out. They're going to have to be at a very specific angle. Otherwise, we're kind of just waiting on our assets to stop bumblefucking around and get into the goddamn AO. So this objective will be over by at least 30 minutes. I think I'm only going to do one today because I want to have a tier 5 meeting and talk with a few people about a few different things. Okay, they got to be careful here. They just broke with a back right wheel of this Vic. They have to get all 4 trucks out to win. Uh-oh. So this oh shit, the BRDM is going to break wheels! Oh, fuck! That's that BRDM that's been marauding to the north. That is not good, and a rocket goes in and... Oh! Fuck! Now this tank is engaging. They should not have gone in that route. They did not secure this route. They should have taken the route that they had covered and secured, because now they're just taking a multitude of fire here. They could have done it. But losing that Vic, looks like Chris is meeting the BRDM, and I think it just friendly fired somebody. Is it going to go in the same route? Giant Spaz is probably going to get killed here. Yeah, you drove right up to a grenade launcher. That thing's probably going to aggro on you. I guess not, because it's designed to be bumblefucking retarded. But then we also have that Abram. So he's actually going to take a right. He sees that burning Vic. The score now... Hold on. What the fuck are you doing? I'm going to delete him, because that's cheating. But, if he's going to fucking follow him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Oh. If they can get this last vehicle out, it's gonna be a tie. Alright, it's gonna take more than 30 minutes. Oh, this Abram. He ain't letting up. He is not letting up. There needs to be some motherfucking AT in here, man. But we're gonna have to go into sudden death. Yeah, that's a flying submarine. That's Project 6. It's something we've been working on. Well, that's interesting. Okay. This is high command to all forces. I need both teams to pull out of the town immediately. Here, I'll say this.
Off this.
Are all the trucks gone then?
A-firm, all the trucks are gone, but we need to have sudden death. Op4 has secured 6 fuel, and Independent have secured 6 fuel. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the 3 Euro trucks is 2, 4, 6.